Ah. 7.8 out of 10, too much space. Space. I like space. Something about looking at the shiny lights and floating balls in space always looked amazing and mysterious to me. Yeah, I was that kid that would have a poster of the solar system and thinking that I'm now an astronomer because I know the names of the planets, and yet I never had the dream of becoming an astronomer. As I just mentioned, space can be quite mysterious. We hope that we can find something beyond the stars, whether that be an ancient civilization or some kind of intelligent life. Anything out there so that we can live out our sci-fi dreams of using an energy sword, or getting scared by aliens. Actually, wait, no, we don't want that. Outerwilds gives you that experience of what I just mentioned. When you boot up the game and walk around the village, your alien friends congratulate you on your journey beyond this planet. They pretty much can't wait to see you explore the stars and other planets, which just becomes your main objective. Explore. That's it. Unlike other games where they tell you to head in a direction, this one allows you to make your own choice. Also, I find it interesting how your alien friends can't wait for you to explore space, and how it ties with other people who have experienced the game, and how they can't wait for other players to play this game and hear their stories. Coincidence maybe? Even though there's no actual quest that appears at the top of your screen, the game just suggests to you to go and explore. Now, this is where most people who have reviewed the game would tell you to stop watching and go play the game for your own experience. It's pretty true. Hate to say it, but yeah. If you want the full experience, then you better subscribe to the channel and follow me on... Okay, I'm only kidding. But I can see how anyone who plays this game for the first time will have a different experience compared to mine or someone else's playthrough. Here's some stuff about the game that people might consider the spoiler territory. So, here it comes. This game is one giant jigsaw puzzle. Like I said, your main objective at the start is to explore. But once you go and explore, you come across various clues from another intelligent life, all linking to something. This actually starts your main quest, which is to piece all of this information together to solve the big mystery behind these clues. It's like Among Us. I really couldn't think of some other way to explain this, but yeah, it's like Among Us, but with actual puzzles behind it, and we're not trying to eject someone. Every time you get a clue, your ship holds a log of those clues and creates a link between them, allowing the player to understand what they mean and how they can be used to solve the problems you find in the game. That's when you gotta use your brain to figure out what the hell do these clues mean and bash your head into the wall before going crazy and just Google searching what to do. Yeah, so you high IQ gamers, I had to use Google, okay? I told you at the title of the video, this game will make you think, and I don't have the brain cells to do that. But you know what my brain cells can appreciate? The visuals. The art for this game is quite unique. Each planet has their own impressive themes, like the stormy oceans of Giant's Deep, or the crumbling ruins of Brittle Hollow. Each place you visit has something going on in there. Just like one of my favorite places to go to, Dark Bramble. Yo, I hate this place, I hate this place, I hate it. Any space enthusiasts will also love the themes behind this game. We got black holes, different gravity pulls for each planet, including the sun. Yeah, I died from driving too close to the sun. There's a lot to uncover, but I'm just gonna stop because just like any other person that's convincing you to play the game, the other space stuff kind of steps into spoiler territory. I see why reviewers struggle to avoid spoilers for this game. The ship that you fly in is filled with quite a bit of details. You can see the planets in the game from a little poster. There's a small note telling you how to refill your oxygen tank. And there's a little monitor showing any damage that your ship might have gotten. I like seeing tiny things like this, whereas other games probably won't put this much detail into small things. Now let me go back to a point that I made because this game does this as well. Bloody reset. You know, Outer Wild players, you know what I'm talking about. The clues that you find not only help with figuring out how to solve puzzles, but it also explains the story of this game. I really liked how the devs managed to create a bond with the story and puzzle solving together. However, if you're a gamer that doesn't like to read, then you will not enjoy this game. There are literally 0 voice lines in this. I forget how this is an indie game because of how impressive the game looks most of the time. And since it's an indie game, I guess they didn't have the budget to get voice actors. This game is probably around 60% reading, 30% problem solving and exploring, and the last percent is just die into stupid things. Yep, my first death was a legendary experience. Let me tell you this grand story. The first time I flew out, I went towards Brittle Hollow because I had no clue on where to go. I saw a piece of the planet crumbling, so I flew in that gap, and I saw this weird structure. So I decided to land somewhere nearby, get out my ship, and explore. But wait, I forgot about my spacesuit. Died from no oxygen. I was wondering why my character sounded like they were suffocating. Every time you die in this game, you learn something new. Then again, that depends on how you died. Like, forgetting to get your spacesuit when you leave the ship isn't really learning something new. It's more like disciplining yourself to always wear the suit, dumbass. You just gotta think. Okay, so all of this is great and all, but is there something about this game that I don't like? Well, there is one thing, but this will dive into Omega spoiler territory. So if you haven't played at least maybe 2 to 3 hours of this game, then be prepared to be spoiled. Otherwise, you can skip to this timestamp if you don't want to be spoiled. Alright, are you ready for the spoiler? Here we go. Dying. I don't like dying in this game. Now, death is a part of most games, right? Yeah, but here, I got annoyed. To be more specific, I'm actually fine with dying from other stuff like forgetting my suit and suffocating with no oxygen. That's cool. Well, cool as in that was my mistake. Not cool if you were actually in that position and choking in space. Crashing into a planet is fine as well. The one death that annoys me the most is the supernova. At first, when I got killed by it, I was wondering what happened. Why did I suddenly die? The second time was, what's that like? The third time I realized was, okay, what if it's the sun that's doing that? Yep, it's the bloody sun. After gathering a specific clue, you learn that the sun is set to explode every 20 minutes. All of a sudden, I have a timer on my head telling me I'm gonna die, no matter what. Also, my dumb brain thought, I could outrun a supernova. Well, we all know how that turns out. If I had a tier list of the dumbest deaths in the game, the supernova would be on top. Death is inevitable, and that sucks, both in real life and in game. Man, why did this game have to remind me that I'm going to die? I'm just playing a game to escape reality. I'm not playing a game to remind me of reality. Anyways, Omega spoiler territory is over. I see why many people enjoy this game, and some might call this a hidden gem that was overshadowed by the other game, Outerwilds, because they literally have almost the same name. Also, this game was launched near E3 season, so every hype game announcement made this game go hide in a tiny corner of the indie game zone. I guess I gotta say thanks to the guy who made me play this traumatic experience of what I call a game. And now my YouTube algorithm is recommending me Outer Wilds videos every now and then. This game was quite an adventure, fulfilling that inner child of mine of just flying through space. This game is definitely not for everyone though. Just like I said, there's a lot of reading in here, not a lot of crazy action, and puzzles to figure out. You also need an IQ high enough for you to know how to solve those puzzles, because without Google, boy, you're gonna need some brain cells for this. Or I could always use Bing, right? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know the Outer Wilds players probably enjoyed the video as well. So be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys later.